Hi, everybody. I'm Christy Bird McKeeve. I am the CEO and GME Administrator of Healthy Rural California, a 501c3, a relatively new nonprofit that is located in Northern California to support rural communities throughout the state, but with a focus on Northern California. I'm also the Executive Director of Butte-Glenn Medical Society, which is sort of the genesis of both Healthy Rural California and our GME efforts. So today I'm going to be talking about graduate medical education in this GME naive area, particularly centered in Chico and Oroville, which are Northern California, Northern Butte County's main cities. And Oroville is the county seat of Butte County. Today is October 1st, 2021. I'm very excited because today we received notification from ACGME that we have initial accreditation to become the sponsoring institution for Healthy Rural California. It's just a big day. This is something we've been working on for several years, and it's just very exciting to have that initial accreditation. It's just the first step toward our journey to establish a psychiatry residency. Next up after psychiatry is family medicine. And just the other day, I was talking about this with Dr. John Bradley from Boston in the VA system there, that we should probably be focusing on the third one already. Can we just get the first one off the ground? But we're going to look at the family medicine psychiatry residency program. We'll be bringing that to the GME committee later in October to discuss how that might be very, very helpful. In terms of a rural psychiatry and family medicine residencies, the two separate ones, the direction of integrated behavioral health, primary care is really getting stronger and stronger. And so that might be the third residency that we tackle. It's super exciting. It's a little overwhelming because we're still in launch mode. So it feels like we're looking to a very bright, big future, but it's the right thing to do. Today is also a day that we're officially announcing our new office space. So because Healthy Rural California has grown exponentially in the year and a half since we got IRS approval, is that we'll be moving into a new development called Miriam Park, which is in northern Chico, the northern part of Chico. And it's really cool. There's going to be tons of housing options, restaurants. This office building that we're moving into is one floor of restaurants, one floor of offices, and then one floor of apartment space, which gives us a lot of flexibility when we think about our future residents coming to the area. It's also pretty cool, lots more space too, so that we can really give this office the space and the equipment and everything, the office furniture, that's going to make this a hub for all of our residents in the future. So that's just an exciting day. And I wanted to make sure that I shared this as quickly as I could, just a few hours after getting the news about accreditation. So our next steps, of course, are to then submit the psychiatry residency application and hope that we can get accreditation in the spring of 2022. That would enable us to participate in Match Day 2023, starting in September 2022. So all of these long-range plans and strategies are going into place as we speak. So we are recruiting a program director, somebody who is excited about the possibility of establishing this innovative residency program in psychiatry. It's innovative because I'm pretty sure it's the only one in the entire country that's a consortium model. As we all know, the traditional GME models are through a school of medicine, and then they have the staff that then sends the psychiatry residents to the clinical facilities in their area for the most part. A rural track is something that would then bring the residents into a rural area. But our community chose and had a feasibility study to support our effort to create a consortium that is then led by the community for the community. And Healthy Rural California was selected to be that sponsoring institution. And we made it to that status today. So the program director is a really pivotal position. And we have just sent out a mailing through the AADRTP, I think it's the acronym. I think I'm mixing up the acronym, but that mailing is just going out this week and announcing that we are seeking the program director. We will have funding in place to have somebody start in the position in March of 2022. So not so far away. And we'll be starting to schedule video interviews as applications are received. And then more formal in-person interviews to be scheduled in December of 2021 and January 2022, with a selection made in time so that somebody can, move to this location as early as March. The program director is very essential for what we're doing, and we're looking for somebody who's excited about the possibility, excited about something that's going to be unfolding over time. We'll have our first cohort of 4 residents in this 4x4 residency starting in the summer 2023. So a lot of the work that has to be done in 2022 is recruiting those residents, making sure that the clinical facilities that are part of the curriculum are well established and prepared to have those residents join them in the future months. So it's really, really a fun opportunity. We'll have full steady state of the psychiatry residency by 2027. So four residents per year for 4 years, right? And then we'll be at 16. So it's a good ramp up. It's not like you're jumping right in and handling 16 new residents all at once. We're also recruiting a program coordinator, somebody who's in the area who can be that front person and also be that right arm to the program director. I don't know, why do we say right arm and not left arm? That's just a little question in my mind. So we are developing the curriculum. We have submitted a HRSA application to have funding for office expansion and hiring staff to make sure that we have the right resources to really pull together a stellar program for our future psychiatry residents. And then in that vein too, I'm also going to be seeking funding so that we can do the feasibility for family medicine as a standalone, possibly even at the same time conducting the feasibility study for family medicine and psychiatry, but that might be a year or two down the road. A huge shout out to a few of the psychiatrists that we have been lucky enough to have on our different committees. We've had a residency task force that prioritized psychiatry. We've had the Psychiatry Residency Consortium group just pulling this all together in the last year. And we'll be forming a curriculum advisory committee, hopefully to meet in the next few weeks. So Dr. Stephen Adelsheim at Stanford, thank you. And to Dr. Jonathan Updike as well at Stanford. He is a 4th-year resident. Both have been active in the many different groups we've had over the past couple of years and provided really great insight and encouragement and support. Dr. John Bradley is somebody that I just met yesterday, and he's also very supportive right out of the bat. So everybody understands the need for this rural psychiatry consortium, and has just been wonderful to work with. Also with UC Davis, Dr. Mark Service and Dr. Peter Yellowlees have provided insight along the way as well. And in that regard, we have signed an academic affiliation agreement with UC Davis School of Medicine in order to provide this residency program. Dr. Robert Oldham as well is just a big supporter of all that we're doing as well. But he's also on the board of Healthy Rural California. And of course, our GME committee, all wonderful people who have cheered us on and helped us put together our policies. We meet on the 14th and we'll be discussing the family medicine psychiatry at that time. This particular psychiatry residency is shaping up. We're going to have a focus, of course, on health equity and trauma-informed care. For those who are familiar with Northern California's area, we've had 6 disasters in 5 years, unfortunately, but it just means that it's important and will be innovative to embed trauma-informed care throughout the curriculum. So that's going to be a big part of what we're going to do in our education program. Telepsychiatry, of course, is going to be huge. Rural areas are in need of that. In that vein, Healthy Rural California is also looking at developing what would be called a health and technology education center to also be located in northern Butte County. And we are embarking on a $50 million capital campaign to build that building. And it would really be essential for interprofessional education and also provide telepsychiatry space. So it's a big concept. We're just embarking on that now. And then also that integrated behavioral health is super important. And one of the things I need to explore this month is that there's a master's in psychology at Chico State. So, and our neighbors, they're fantastic partners. We're very closely tied now to the nursing department at Chico State as well, and hoping that this new building concept can provide a home for their rural simulation center, which actually is interprofessional. The majority of their education is with nursing students, but we see it as a fantastic opportunity for all of us to partner together and focus on workforce health, allied health, workforce education and training in an area that desperately needs it. And who knows, maybe a medical school too can come out of this. So, and then a huge thank you to the clinical facilities who have given us their support thus far. That is including Northern Valley Indian Health, Ampla Health, and FQHC that is in the region, Yuba City as well. And I think one of their psychiatrists is in Colusa County, and Colusa and Glenn counties are 2 of the top 10 counties in the state of California with the lowest number of physicians compared to the residents. So it's you know, they're on our radar. So I wanted to make sure that we have that I mentioned that some of the areas that we're working with are underserved, have relatively poor health outcomes, very few mental health resources. So this psychiatry residency is very much needed. So I mentioned Northern Valley Indian Health, Ampla Health, Therapeutic Solutions, which is a private entity with Dr. Abuesh, who is also part of our residency task force and a huge supporter. Behavioral Health Butte County, of course, is our main partner in this, and they are searching for a medical director as well, just putting that out there. So a huge thank you to all of these clinical facilities that have already said, yes, we want to be a part of this. And in addition, Adventist Health, Feather River. So some of you may recall that Feather River Hospital was the hospital in Paradise that was destroyed in the Camp Fire of late 2018. And 4 of their clinical facilities still remain. So Adventist Health Feather River is also a clinical partner, and they have a psychiatrist who's practicing in Paradise. So it's a wonderful opportunity to bring support to that community. And I think residents will gain a great experience being part of that. So that's the overview, that's the update. It's been an exciting day. Huge thank you to Kiki Nocella and Maggie Fassbender of Whipfly, who are our consultants who have guided us through these many steps thus far and still keeping us going. And of course, to Dr. Theodore Zwerdling, who is our DIO, a very kind human being. He has made our priority as a GME committee to be on wellness for faculty, wellness for the residents, even the staff. So he's a fantastic leader for the program, and we're so grateful that he's joined our cause. Okay, so that's my update. Please submit resumes if you're interested in the program director position, in also the program coordinator position. I haven't actually posted that yet, but I will, I promise, soon, because we'd really like somebody to start around December 1st for the program coordinator position. And just stay tuned as we share more information. My email, the best way to reach me is, let me spell my last name. So it's K Makieve, which is MAKIEVE at Healthy Rural CA, as in the abbreviation for California, .org. And I look forward to hearing from you. We're just on an exciting journey, and every day just keeps getting better. So please join us. And thanks so much for listening to this video.